Henry, what are you doing here today? Is this my home at home day? You promised not to come.
Oh, rather.
Go home at once.
I know, Mother. I came on purpose.
But you mustn't. I'm serious, Henry. Your offer or my friend, they stop coming whenever they meet you.
Nonsense. I know I have no small talk, but people don't mind.
Oh, don't they? Small talk indeed. What about your large talk? Really, dear, you mustn't stay.
I must. I have a job for you, a foreign job.
No use, dear. I'm sorry. But I can't get round your vows. And those I like to get pretty postcards in your patient shorthand. I only have to read the copy in ordinary writing you so thoughtfully sent me.
Well, this isn't a foreign job.
You said it was.
Not your part of it. I pick up a girl.
Does that mean that some girl has picked you up?
Not at all. I don't mean a love affair.
What a pity.
Why?
Well, you never fell in love with anyone under 45. When will you discover that there are some rather nice looking young women about?
Oh, I can't be bothered with young women. The idea of love, the whole woman, is something as like as you as possible. I shall never get into the way of seriously like young women. Some habits like to be changed. Besides, they are all idiots.
Do you know what would do if you really love me, Henry?
Oh, brother, what? Marry? I suppose.
No, stop projecting and take your hand out of your pocket. That's a good boy. Now tell me about the girl.
She's coming to see you.
I don't remember asking her.
You didn't? I asked her. If you'd known her, you wouldn't have asked her.
Indeed. Why?
Well, it's like this. She's a common flower girl. I picked her off the curbstone.
And invited her in my home.
Oh, that would be alright. I taught her to speak properly, and she has strict orders as to her behavior. She's to keep to two subjects, the weather and everybody's health. One day, and how do you do, and not to let herself go on things in general. That would be safe.
Safe to talk about our health, about our insides, perhaps about our outsides. How could you be so silly, Henry?
Well, she must talk about something. Oh, she'll be alright. Don't you fuss. Pickering is in it with me. I have a sort of bet on that I'll pass her off as a duchess in 6 months. I started her some months ago, and she's getting on like a house on fire. I show in my bet. She has a bigger ear, and she's been easier to teach than my middle class pupils because she's had to learn a complete new language. She talks English almost as you talk French.
That's satisfactory at all events.
Well, it is, and it isn't.
What does that mean?
You see, I've got her pronunciation alright, but you have to consider not only how a girl pronounced, but what she pronounced, and that's where.
Mrs. and Miss Enfield Hill.
Oh Lord,
How do you do?
how do you do?
My son, Henry.
Your celebrated son. I have so long to meet you, Professor Higgins.
You right. How do you do? I've seen you before somewhere. I'm the ghost of a nation where, but I've heard your voice. It doesn't matter. You better sit down.
I'm sorry to say that my favorite son has no manner. You mustn't mind him.
I don't. Not at all.
Oh, I have been rude. I didn't mean to be.
Colonel Pickering.
How do you do, Mrs. Higgins?
So glad you have come. Do you know Mrs. Enfield Hill? Miss Enfield Hill.
Had Henry told you what we come for? We were interrupted. Damn it.
Oh, Henry. Henry? Really?
Are we in the way?
No. You couldn't have come more fortunately. We want you to make a friend of ours.
Yes, by George. We want to treat people. You will do as well as anybody else.
Mr. Enfield Hill.
God of heaven, another of them.
And you.
Very good of you to come. Colonial Pickering.
And you.
I don't think you know my son, Professor Higgins.
And you.
I take my oath. I met you before somewhere. Where was it?
I don't think so.
It don't matter. Anyhow, sit down. Well, here we are. Anyhow. And now, what the devil are we going to talk about until Eliza comes?
Henry, you are the life and soul of the Royal Society, but really you are rather trying no more commonplace occasions.
Am I? Very sorry. I suppose I am. You know. Ha.
I sympathize. I haven't any small talk if people would only be frank and say what they really think.
Lord forbid.
But why?
What they think, they ought to think it's bad enough. Lord knows. But what they really think would break up the whole show. Do you suppose it would be really agreeable if I were to come out now with what I really think?
Is it so really cynical?
Cynical? Who the Dickens said it was cynical? I mean, it wouldn't be dissent.
Oh, I'm sure you don't mean that, Mr. Higgins.
You see, we're all savage, more or less. We're supposed to be civilized at culture, to know all about poetry and philosophy and art and science and so on. But how many of us know even the meanings of these names? What do you know of poetry? What do you know of science? What does he know of art or science or anything else? What the devil do you imagine I know of philosophy?
Almost nightmare Henry.
Miss Doolittle.
Here she is, Mother.
How do you do, Mrs. Higgins? Mr. Higgins told me I might come.
Quite right. I'm very glad to see you.
How do you do, Mr. Little? Colonel Pickering, is this not?
I feel sure we have met before, Miss Doolittle. I remember your eyes.
How do you do? My daughter, Clara. How do you do?
How do you do?
I'm sending hand to pressure.
My son, Freddie.
How do you do?
By George, yes, it all come back to me. Covent Garden, what a damn thing.
Henry, please. Don't sit on my writing table. You will break it.
Sorry.
Good brain, do you think?
The shallow depression in the west of these islands is likely to move slowly in an easterly direction. There are no indications of any great change in the environmental situation.
Haha, how awfully funny.
What is wrong with that, young man? I barely got it right.
Killing.
I'm sure I hope it won't turn cold. There's so much influenza about. It runs right through our whole family regularly every spring.
My aunt died of influenza, so they say. But it's my belief they done the old woman in.
Done her in?
Yes, Lord love you. Why should she die of influenza? She came through diphtheria right enough the year before. I saw her with my own eyes. Fairly blue with it, she was. They all thought she had died. But my father, he kept slamming down her throat till she came to so suddenly that she bit the bowl of the spoon. Dear me, what cause would a woman with that strength in her have to die of influenza? What become of her new straw hat that should have come to me? Somebody pinch it, and what I say is them as pinch it down her in.
What does doing her in mean?
Oh, that's a new small talk. To do a person, it means to kill them.
You surely don't believe that your aunt was killed?
Do I not? Then she lived with would have killed for a hat pin, let alone a hat.
But it can't have been right for your father to pour spirits down her throat like that. It might have killed her.
Not her. Jean was mother's milk to her. Besides, he had poured so much down his own throat that he knew the good of it.
Do you mean that he drank?
Drank? My word, something chronic.
How dreadful for you.
Not a bit. It never did him no harm, what I could see. But then he did not keep it up regular. On the burst, as you might say, from time to time, and always more agreeable when he had a drop in. When he was out of work, my mother used to give him 4 pence and tell him to go out and not come back until he had drunk himself, cheerful and loving like. There's lots of women has to make their husbands strong to make them fit to live with. You see, it's like this. If a man has a bit of a conscience, it always takes him when he's sober, and then it makes him low-spirited. A drop of booze just takes it off and makes him happy. Here, what are you sniggering at?
The new small talk, you do it so awfully well.
If I was doing it proper, what was you laughing at? Have I said anything I oughtn't?
Not at all.
Well, that's a mercy anyhow. What I always say is, well, I must go. So pleased to have met you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Colonel Pickering.
Goodbye, Mr. Mitchell.
Goodbye, all.
Are you walking across the path, Mr. Doolittle? If so,
What? Not bloody likely. I'm going in the taxi.
Well, I really can't get used to the new ways. Oh, it's alright, Mama. Quite right. People will think we never go anywhere or see anybody if you are so old-fashioned. I dare say I'm very old-fashioned, but I do hope you won't begin using that expression, Clara. I have got accustomed to hear you talking about men as rotten and calling everything thrifty and beastly. Though I do think it horrible and unladylike. But this last is really too much. Don't you think so, Colonel Pickering?
Don't ask me. I have been away in India for 4 years and many have changed so much that I sometimes don't know whether I'm an respectable dinner table or in a ship for her soul.
It's all a matter of habit. There's no right or wrong in it. No matter means anything by it, and it's so quaint and gives such a smart emphasis to things that are not in themselves really witty. I find the new small talk delightful and quite innocent. Well, after that, I think it's time for us to go. Oh yes, we have 3 at homes to go still. Goodbye, Mrs. Higgins. Goodbye, Colonel Pickering. Goodbye, Professor Higgins.
Goodbye. Be sure you try on that small talk at the 3 at homes. Don't be nervous about it. Hit it in strong.
I will. Goodbye. Such nonsense. All this early Victorian prudery.
Such damn nonsense.
Such bloody nonsense.
Kara! Well, I ask you goodbye.
Goodbye. Would you like to meet Miss Doolittle again?
guess I should move awfully.
Well, you don't mind it.
Yes, then awfully. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Wilkins.
Goodbye.
It's no use. I shall never be able to bring myself to use that word.
Done. It's not compulsory. You know, you get on quite well without it.
Only Kara is so down on me if I am not positively speaking with Ladies Bank. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You mustn't mind Kara. We're so poor and she gets so few parties. Poor child, she doesn't quite know. But the boy is nice. Don't you think so?
Oh, quite nice. I shall always be delighted to see.
Thank you, dear. Goodbye.
Is Eliza presentable?
You silly boy. Of course, she's not presentable. She's the trump of your art and of your base marker. But if you support for more than that she doesn't get herself away in every sentence she utters, you must be perfectly correct about her.
But don't you think something might be done? I mean something to eliminate the sanguinary element from her conversation.
Not as long as she's in every hand.
Do you mean that my language is improper?
No, the others. It would be quite proper, say on a canal bread, but it would not be proper for her at a garden party.
Well, I must say,
Come, Higgin. You must learn to know yourself. I haven't heard sharp language as you are since we introduced the volunteer in Hyde Park 20 years ago.
oh well, if you say so. I suppose I don't always talk like a bishop.
Colonel Pickering, will you tell me what is the exact state of the thing that Wimpole Street?
Well, I have come to live there with Haley. We were together as my Indian dialects, and we think it's more convenient.
Quite so. I know all about that. It is an excellent arrangement. But where does this girl live?
With us, of course. Where will she live?
But on what term? Is she a servant? If not, what is she?
I think I know what you mean, Mrs. Higgin.
Well, dash me if I do. I have had to work at the girl every day for months to get her to her present pitch. Besides, she's useful. She knows where my things are and remembers my appointments and so forth.
How does your housekeeper get off with her?
Mrs. Pierce? Oh, she's jolly glad to get so much taken off her hands. For before Eliza came, she had to have to find things and remember me of my appointments. But she's got some silly bee in her bonnet about Eliza. She keeps saying, "You don't think so?" Doesn't she, Dick?
Yes, that's the formula. You don't think, sir? That's the end of every conversation about Eliza.
As if I ever stopped thinking about the girl and her confound vowels and consonants. I'm worn out thinking about her and washing her lips and her teeth and her tongue, not to mention herself, which is the quintessence of the lot.
You currently are pretty part of the babies, playing with your life doll.
Playing? The hardest job I ever tackled. Make no mistake about that, Mother. But you have no idea how frightfully interesting it is to take a human being and change her into a quite different human being by creating a new speech for her. It's filling up the deepest gulf that separates past from past and soul from soul.
Yes, it's enormously interesting, I assure you, Mrs. Higgin. We take Eliza every seriously, every week, every day onward. There is some new change. We keep the record of every stage, dozens of gramophone discs and photographs.
Yes, by George, it's the most absorbing experiment I ever tackled. She wriggles
Wally fills our lives up, doesn't she, Pig?
You know, she has the most extraordinary quickness of air.
I assure you, my dear, Miss Higgins, let's go.
Just like a parrot, I've taught her with every
It's a genius. She can play the piano quite beautifully.
possible sort of sound that a human being can make.
We have taken her to classical concert and to music.
Continental dialects, African dialects, Hottentot,
Halls and it's all the same to her. She play every day.
clicks, things it took me years to get hold of, and
She held like off when she come home. Better is.
she picks them up like a shot right away, as if she had
Peter Owen and Brown or Leha and I don't know, Morrison.
been at all her life.
Though 6 months ago, she never as much as touched a piano. I beg your pardon.
Sorry, when Pickering starts shouting, nobody can get a word in edgeways.
Quiet, Henry. Helena Pickering, don't you realize that when Eliza walked into Wimpole Street, something walked in with her?
Her father did, but Harry soon got rid of him.
It would have been more to the point of if her mother had, but as her mother doesn't, something else did.
But what?
A problem.
Oh, I see the problem of how to cut her off as a lady.
How solve that problem? I have half solved it already.
No, you two infinitely stupid male creature. The problem of what is to be done with her afterward.
I don't see anything in that. She can go her own way with all the advantage I have given her.
The advantage of that poor woman who has here just now, the manner and habit that disqualifying a fine lady from earning her own living without giving her a fine lady income. Is that what you mean?
Oh, that will be alright, Mrs. Higgins.
We will find her some light appointment.
She happy enough. Don't you worry about her. Goodbye.
Anyhow, there's no good bothering now. The thing's done. Goodbye, mother.
There are plenty of openings. We do what's right. Goodbye.
Let's take her to the Shakespeare exhibition at Eric's Court.
Yes, let her remark will be delicious.
She'll make mimic all the people for us when we get home.